Tell me about yours.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sipala Venkat Sai Gaurav. I have pursued my BTech from SR Engineering College of Raghunath University from Computer Science and Engineering background with a CGPA of 7.64. Moving on to my technical skills, I am good at Java, Python, C, and front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and also methodologies like SDLC and MySQL database. I have done a couple of internships which have lasted a month each. The latest internship that I have done is as a front-end code development and quality intern, where I have developed a few HTML forms and also I have written test cases to test whether the website is up to the mark or not regarding to user interface.
Perfect. Chill. So let's start with the core Java.
Okay.
Right. See, tell me the process of upcasting and downcasting.
Upcasting is a process of creating the object of parent class with reference to the child class.
Okay.
Here, what we do is we will first create the parent class object and we will call the constructor of a child class. With this, what we can achieve is that we can achieve dynamic method dispatch with upcasting. Let's see what is dynamic method dispatch. In dynamic method dispatch, you need to solve the problem, that is which overriding method to be called during runtime. By using upcasting object, we can call the methods that are present in the parent class and also the methods that are overridden in the child class.
Right. Tell me the difference between static and final.
Static and final are the keywords that are used for methods, variables, and also classes. If we use final for a class, then it will not allow us from inheriting the class to another class. The object must be.
Why it is not allowing to inherit? For example, if I write final class extends, if I extend a final class, what will happen? Why it is restricting? Okay, it will
in
throw
some
error.
situations, we need that the class must be fixed. For example, string class, which will not be modified. In some situations of a project, we need our class to be fixed. No one has to modify it. In that situation, we can create a final class.
Right. So tell me the access modifiers.
Access modifier. We have generally 4 types of access modifiers: public, private, protected, and then default. Or not default, it's unnamed.
Okay.
In public, we will use the keyword public.
Unspecified.
Unspecified. We will in public. If we write a public specifier to a class, then the methods and variables of a class are accessible by the same class object and also the other class in the same package and also a subclass in the same package and also a subclass in the another package.
Okay.
And coming to the private, if we write a private to a class, then the variables and the methods of the class are only accessible by the same class object only. And moving on to the protected, if we write protected to the class, then the variables, that means fields and the methods of a class are accessible by the same class object and also a non-subclass are in the same package and also a subclass in the other package. And default is it can be accessible by only same class object, a non-subclass object and also a subclass object in the same package.
Okay. Chalo. Let's getting into the SQL part. Okay. Tell me the difference between inner and natural join.
Inner join is generally used to get the data from two tables based on a condition. If the condition is satisfied, then the selected data will come from both the tables. Coming to natural join, it will generally map all the data from one table to another table.
No condition?
Though there is a condition or not, it will give total data.
Okay. When to use self join?
If you want to get if you want to map the data from same table itself, that means two different columns based on a condition from the same table, then we can use self join.
Okay. Fine. So tell me the process of connecting the data from database from Java. How can we
Java to
connect it?
database.
The steps which are involved as part of the connecting the database from Java.
For this, we need JDBC, that is Database Connectivity. Here we have 4 types of drivers actually. The first one is the JDBC ODBC bridge driver. Here, the JDBC code, which is that we have written in Java, will be converted into ODBC functions, and that will be executed to store the data in the background or SQL database. And next, the second one is native API driver. Here, native API driver, data which is given from the user. Let's say we are running a website on the server. For using this type of driver, we need we need to install some special packages regarding the SQL database on the client machine. And in the third one is network JDBC driver. Here we will have a middleware where the libraries or corresponding files regarding all the databases will be loaded first, and then when the user gives the data to a website, then that will be given to a middleware server, and that server will allocate the data in the corresponding database. And the final one is a full Java driver. Here what happens is when we give the data direct to the website, then that will be directly converted to that is directly translated the Java code into the database code, and then the data is saved.
Okay.